serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
Turning all day. By the forge, I believe I've learned a drink or two. I haven't had a break in ages. Is it just me? Do cars or people walk slow? Consistently.
Too early to be up.
Here's what I don't get about the sun, though. All these fancy decorations everywhere. It's downright embarrassing. I wasn't sure about the sundown at first. It's growing on me.
Day and night on my street. How am I supposed to get a good night's rest?
Oh dear, that outfit's an eyesore. God's peace has brought prosperity back to the Sunday. Charge of Meridian, eh? The Asuramatsu, whispering in our Sun King's ear. Break in ages.
I didn't know Nora could leave their sacred land.
I just want a moment's peace. We've lived under the same sun all this time. Imagine that. Lenore will survive. They always do. It's that barbarian resilience.
You're Nora. I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this.
In grief. You hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
No. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouths to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffered no heathen. This Utaro lost her companion on the edge of the jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't bring back those who are lost.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Karja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Karja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried. In the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits for me on the trail of the sun, I hope. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
You look like you've traveled far, Outlander.
From the Great Plains. But not alone. Never alone. This was a city of cages 2 harvests ago. Wooden bars leave marks. I kept those marks. I can still feel the bars.
They took you as a slave, but you escaped.
During the liberation. My friend and I, they'd put us to work in the quarries together. We'd grown alike, so we fled together. But in the smoke, the trees, we ran right into the machines. I kept running. I thought she was just behind me. She is still. Wherever I go, just behind me. And that's why I came back. To finally free us from that moment. But I need your help to do it. In the quarry, it always rained. And we named
Sun's
the
coming up.
mosses growing between the bricks.
I trust the sun has watched over you on your trials.
I'm still working on the trials, and I guess it's still watching.
I've been asking the nobles of the Sun Court to hear out my cause. Just the grace of their ears.
You want me to shake them down too?
Don't tempt me. I'm still a priest.
I need to get going.
May the sun shine upon you.
You're not like the others. You wear machine parts, but you hunted them yourself.
How can you tell?
A hunter knows a hunter. My people run with the great metal herds among the northern glaciers. But the Glinthawks at Sun's Climb are too strong for me. So I cannot fulfill my vow to paint the story of my people there. How the madness of the machines spread to the Karja, and they sent their soldiers, feet frost-blackened, to bring us here in chains. Our shamans, who sing the machine songs, many were taken to their deaths. Their songs go unfinished in Banur. Help me honor them. Help me paint their story. I ask you this. Hunter to hunter. So much noise, but no songs.
You roll like a tinker. Keep it up. Work hard and fight it out. Don't forget easy.
I've got all the best goods here. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. Won't cost you a shard just to look. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. These aren't goods.
I've always wondered why all hunters and farmers just buy with
able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
The sun smiles on us today. Can't help but smile in the sunshine.
Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity? Oi there, Outlander. Name's Vilgund. Did you come to the city looking for work? Oh, good shards. Enough to buy garb more becoming of your...
Okay, stop there if you want me to hear you out.
I only meant a well-molded woman such as you. I heard an interesting rumor about a Banuk camp. Tame machines, the rumor said. So I hired men to investigate. Just investigate, that's all. Those Banuk are canny, too canny. I paid up front. Well, half up front. I've had no word back.
So now you're hiring someone to find the last men you hired.
They're a sunk cost. This rumor's worth more to me.
So is there any more to the rumor about this camp?
The last bunch just wanted to know about the reward. Hey, you're a smart one. This camp isn't even big enough for a name up where the snow won't thaw. They say the Banuk there live alongside machines. Peaceful as you like. Keep 'em, use 'em, sing to 'em. If it's true, if we learned how they do it, think how valuable that would be to all the tribes.
When you say valuable, you mean they'd pay you for it.
Girl, I'm not made of straw.
What can you tell me about the Banuk?
The Banuk women. Snow witches all. Cold eyes, cold... They choose to live up there in Ban-Ur, in the ice. Trying to have a conversation, it's like chipping them out of the stuff. They prefer machines for company. That's why I'm putting my shards on this rumor.
Then they might not want outsiders to know about this place.
Their mystic act. No care for possessions, for luxuries. Pile of slag. Those people bargain harder than the winter frost.
Are you some kind of merchant? You don't seem to have any wares.
More of an explorer.
But you send other people to do your exploring.
All right, more of an opportunist. Girl. Nora girl. Huntress. We live in a world of opportunities. Risky opportunities. But why should risk stand in the way of a lucrative prospect for the likes of me? All right. I'm more of a gambler.
If I did look into your rumor...
You won't need to climb up the shoulders of the world for it. It's on the edge of Banuk land, beneath the anvil of the moon. And you look like you know your way around the savage east. The east. If it's true they walk among machines without fear in this camp, well, you can't miss that, can you? Payment on return. Outlander. Wait, did we just talk?
You can't remember?
You all have similar features. Striking features. Very striking.
I had another question. All right.
I have a feeling my shards are well spent on you.
Does that mean you'll pay me now?
Oh, you weren't joking. You people are so hard to read.
So many of our friends fled to Sunfall. Damn the old regime. And damn the war.
You'll sell me their services.
I'm sorry for what happened.
No questions asked on my
It's not our
part.
business, is it? We've got enough to be worried and tired. We've worked enough to last a lifetime.
Hey, Reed. Didn't want to startle you.
Oh, yes. I heard of the tragedy that befell your tribe. The sun hung low that day as we traveled back.
So, this is the Temple of the Sun Priests.
Where we offer our daily prayers for balance. I'm afraid only Karja can participate, but you are welcome to observe.
Don't worry. I'm used to it. What are these prayers?
To recognize the sun is to recognize we live in renewal. By its rise and fall, we determine what to take up and what to set aside. Offered to its pure heat, the skin peels, and old time is burned away. We treasure the blisters.
That sounds... painful.
Well, there is no glory without sacrifice.
The temple looks out on the tower across the valley. Why?
Ah, that's the spire, guiding us forever skyward, gleaming with the rays of the sun at noon. It is said that the spire's shadow lay across this mesa when our ancestors came to the valley, searching for a home. Thus, sun and spire joined, showing the Karja where to build. The dawn of Meridian.
Always illuminating, you read.
May your tread be as sure as the sun's rising.
wouldn't be so eager to speak with you.
Most of the commoners take the elevators back down to the village at night.
It looked enough to last a lifetime.
Charge just to look.
I have to take over my brother's ship. Won't find better wares. Courting that no buy what you need.
The sun shines on those who mind their own, so they say.
I'm tired. I've worked enough to last a lifetime.
I'm tired. I've worked enough to last a lifetime.
You need to win 3 half-suns at our hunting grounds to gain admittance to the lodge.
You mean these?
Very well, then. Congratulations, and welcome. Our members reap rewards and adventure and live on in legend.
Am I a member now?
No, you're only a fledgling. Junior members are called thrushes. To join and become a thrush, you need a senior member called a hawk to sponsor you.
So I need to find a hawk.
Yes, but a hawk can only sponsor 1 hunter at a time, and I'm afraid most of them already have one.
I've overcome worse odds. Where do I start?
Upstairs, present yourself to the Sunhawk Assis, our leader, who should introduce you to a hawk. I hope it's worth it.
What do you mean?
You'll see. If you insist on staying, you'll want to introduce yourself to Assis upstairs. Go on.
Got no stomach.
Those damn Oseram sold you an outfit, did they? My condolences.
I don't know what it's like to us today on the Indies. Did you hear the one about the boar, the grazer, and the sun priest?
The sun shines on those who mind their own, so they say.
Excuse us. The machine rider graces us with her presence. You're a Nora, are you not? A fighter from the Savage Lands.
The Sacred Land, but yes. I fought for everything I got.
Huh. Tell me, do the Nora often wander into other people's homes and do whatever they like?
Of course not.
But that is what you're doing, right now. Betters.
You're hardly my better. Legan said I had to meet you to become a member.
That would be true if there were any chance of you becoming a member. But you're a savage. And no savage will rise in the ranks of the Hunter's Lodge while I am the Sun Hawk. Now be gone.
No. I was led to believe there are rules here. If they count for nothing, then even your position is meaningless. So quit blustering and tell me. Is there a Hawk who is free to sponsor me?
Very well. Talana is free. Wouldn't that be fitting? Trash sponsoring trash. Now get out of my sight. I believe I made myself perfectly clear. Get out of my presence and stay below with the sludges.
By the sun, I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow.
That's like a damn shadow puppet.
We've lived under the same sun all this time. Imagine that.
I'm a member. Go bother the other sludges and leave me alone. I'm a member. Go bother the other sludges and leave me alone.
Can't believe Redmaw defeated Tarkus. He was such a good hunter, but Redmaw is a beast of a Thunderjaw. I'd never face it.
I hate war. I have family just like the Sun Hawk. I hope this ceasefire leads to real peace.
Tarkus impressed with his skills, but he sponsored Talana. Now we're left with her. She had fallen instead.
Some Oseram is building a mansion that will block my view.
Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought, right after one of our own was killed. Go away. Typical savage. Barging in here without a thought, right after one of our own was killed. Go away.
What have we here? A Nora Fledge.
I bet I've been hunting longer than you have. Are you a fledgling?
Not for long. I have a hawk who's about to sponsor me, so you're out of luck.
You're Talana? Assis said you were a hawk without a fledgling to sponsor. Or are you trying to drive me off too? It's okay, I've dealt with worse.
I'll bet you have. But you're wrong. It's not okay. Especially not today.
What happened today?
One of our own just died fighting Red Maw. You'll never face a more dangerous Thunderjaw. Cuts through trees, rocks, people.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's part of the hunt.
Is there any actual hunting in this lodge? So far, it's been all talk.
Yes, of course. You fight a machine, then bring its trophy to Assis the Sunhawk, then no one can deny you brought it down.
Assis, what's his story?
He's the Sunhawk of the Lodge. The highest ranking asshole... Sorry, member. He's taken down Ravagers, Stalkers, Behemoths.
So, I've taken down a lot of machines.
As have I. Even brought down 2 Stormbirds. But he's a hawk who brought in the trophies first. And that's how it works. Whichever hawk defeats the greatest machine first becomes the Sunhawk.
How does one become a hawk?
When a hawk dies, his thrush is promoted in his place, no matter how anyone feels about it.
Who is this Legan, the man at the door?
Legan? He's a hawk. He had an impressive run in his day, but he doesn't fight anymore. He supports the lodge in other ways. Unlike the other hawks, who hoard all the best kills and drink the bar dry.
I'm ready to hunt, so tell me, what do I have to do?
You want them to regret looking down on you? Then speak to them in their language. Kill 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker. Deliver their trophies directly to Assis. That should shut them all up.
So if I do that, you'll sponsor me?
I'll consider it. Just to make Assis spoil. Forget something? It's not enough to kill the machine. You have to bring in the trophy to Assis. That's how it works.
By the sun! King Avad's edict really is taking effect. Never thought I'd see a Nora here, and a woman at that. So, you have marks for me?
What do you mean?
From the hunting grounds. Oh, right, you're new here.
What do I do with these marks?
If you get the same mark from all the hunting ground trials, I can give you a Hunter's Lodge weapon. Show me what marks you've earned, and we'll see if you qualify for one of these special weapons I have for you.
I'm a little short on marks.
No problem. Once you have marks from all 15 trials, you'll be able to get the next Hunter's Lodge weapon from me. What can I do for you today?
What edict?
King Avad insisted that the Hunter's Lodge had to welcome everyone. Man, woman, outlander, regardless of tribe. Ursa, captain of the Vanguard, came in and delivered that news personally. You should have been there. It was glorious. But I figured they would sweep it under the rug and say no woman or outlander qualified. Yet here you are.
Are you a member?
Me? No. Karja don't exactly encourage their daughters to run around hunting machines. But all the changes in Meridian have been good to me. I don't think the Oseram know how to sell to us Karja. The trader I worked for last couldn't sell flowers to a bee. He was too plane hammered, as they like to say. This is a much better job. I figure I'll be able to open my own shop soon enough.
What do you want with my marks?
You hunters and your badges. I'm not gonna take them. I'm going to give you a weapon that sets you apart. Yeah, I thought that'd get your attention. If you earn marks in all 3 trials at each of the 5 hunting grounds, come to me. I can give you up to 3 weapons, 1 for 15 half-suns, 1 for 15 full suns, and 1 you'll love for all blazing suns. How are the trials going for you? Have enough marks for a weapon yet?
I need a few more.
Okay. Once you get marks from the trials at every hunting ground, come back and we'll see what I can give you.
My mother told me to steer clear of outlanders, but you seem friendly enough.
I may not have all the answers, but there is a book of bylaws here which can tell you more about the lodge.
Suddenly you're a lot nicer.
I saw you talking to Talana. She's tough. You'd be lucky to keep up with her, machine rider or no.
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
Oseram have been mining for scrap up north. The old ones she left it all behind.
Buy what you need. Only the finest goods here keep you around. Won't find better wares. More shard, just to look. Would you like to buy something fancy? What do you want from me? You'll like what I have to say. It'll cost you a shard just to look. Come take a look.
I'm considering what I'll fashion next at the forge.
I work hard and fight hard. I don't forget easy.
Only the finest. Check out these wares. Not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
I've always wondered, are all your kind hunters and fighters, or just a few?
Got all the best goods. Don't pass up these goods. Hope everything's in order. Take a look at these
I've
wares.
had about enough of the Karja.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
What did you want to talk about?
You were an outlander, no? An adventurer. I used to be one myself. I admit, I miss the beguiling colors of the wilds. Speaking of which, I wonder if you've come across a very special kind of flower. It's made of metal, like a machine. Other blossoms grow around them in amazing patterns. These gleaming beauties are very much in demand among my clients. If you bring me some, I have valuables to trade for them.
These metal flowers. What are they exactly?
No one knows, but some say they began sprouting 20 years ago when the machine started to go mad. Perhaps they grow from the tears of the sun, for he has many faces, does he not? Wrathful one day, cool and patient the next. Perhaps he weeps for our suffering when his anger breaks.
You said you were an adventurer.
Just so. The nobles of Meridian crave flowers for their balconies and gardens. So out I went, with bow and spear. I made my name by searching the wilds for the wildest blossoms. No bandit nor machine could keep me from those precious petals.
So what happened?
Love happened, my sweet. My paramour frets too much when I venture out. So now I collect flowers for those without such bonds.
Is it worth it? Being restrained like that?
Of course. Freedom is sweet, but the embrace of my beautiful Theridine is sweeter still. Ah, let us haggle over this beautiful bounty. Till we meet again, my noble Nora. A moment of your time, Outlander?
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself. You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Would you like to buy something? They'll always do work for me. You look strong enough to man a forge.
I've never broken bread with an outlander.
Take it up to there. Stock up before you're on the road. Won't find better ways.
You must know a good tailor in Bolivia.
son. I'm hoping for a better day tomorrow. May the sun light your way.
I don't have the patience to walk in circles.
You look like you can handle yourself.
No, I'm not trading.
I have nothing to trade.
Stay busy, friend. Fresh from the forge.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. It's not what I imagined. No. It's decent work. Decent to say.
Only the finest goods. Keep for yourself.
Don't pass up these goods.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Light your way.
You'll regret not stopping anywhere.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
At least some Outlanders know how to dress properly.
Check out these wares.
They're necessities.
Won't find better wares.
Take a look at these wares.
All right. What did you want to discuss?
You're an Outlander, which is good. But a Nora, which might be bad. Do you fear the ruins of the Old Ones like many in your tribe?
No. Although some can be dangerous.
Then you may have come across what I seek. In your travels, have you found strange vessels, emblazoned with symbols of the Old Ones? They consist of a hollow cylinder with a crescent handle affixed at both ends. If you bring me these vessels in sets of 4, I will gladly trade what I have for them.
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship. But I believe they were used for the solemn custom of shaving one's beard. One for water, one for lotion, and so on. Each fluid in its special vessel, majestically applied to the face at each stage of the rite. It must have been breathtaking. But which vessel was used for which? I have to know. I have to continue my research.
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous!
So you're interested in the old ones?
More than interested. I study every ancient artifact I can get my hands on. But years of study have made me too comfortable at my desk. I can't even bear the sun, if the truth be known. I don't know how I'll manage to take a partner. My family presses me for an heir.
Don't look at me.
Oh, no, I'm not looking. In fact, my father already has someone he wants me to wed. She doesn't interest me. I wish I had a brother to carry this burden. I would rather be left to my precious little vessels. Yes, trade quickly. I have work to do. I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins. Perhaps your travels have taken you through ancient ruins? Let us speak of it.
They're necessities.
It's always the ones you least expect that run.
Fine goods, Bertha.
I've got all the best goods here.
You with the second sight, I need your help. You with the second sight, I need your help. Just a moment of your time, please. Nora, please, I need to speak with you. Just a moment of your time, please. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the Liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Prices keep going
You
up.
saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Meridian is the greatest of all cities. The greatest of all.
What do my tired eyes see? A hunter, surely. Come, talk to me a moment.
Asaram, stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes open.
Poor fate.
Many nobles fled to Sunfall.
And now the Asura are buying up
don't
their
need a new
estates.
friend.
You're looking for artifacts.
Yes, but I'm no profiteer. Sun King Avad has named me an envoy to the Banuk. I work on their behalf, looking for sacred relics to return to their homeland, Ben-Ur. I'm especially interested in wooden figures that are sometimes found near Banuk rock paintings. If you have any, I have valuables to trade for them.
Tell me more about these Banuk figures.
Simple wood sculptures made by Arnak, a legendary hunter who was exiled from Ban-Ur for killing his chief. He left the figures near painted stones in places that reminded him of his homeland. Later, his tribe declared him innocent. Now they see him as a kind of wandering hero and want those figures back. I do what I can to help him get them, including trade for them, if you have any.
You said the king named you an envoy to the Banuk?
Yes, I've been to Ban-Ur many times, and the Wirek chiefs trust me. I help them maintain diplomatic ties with Avad. Some say they're a mysterious people, but their ways make a lot of sense to me. All you have to do is be the best. Doesn't matter if you're born high or low, man or woman. They respect skill, not some fool notion of heritage.
I see the appeal.
I wish more Karja did. Anything they don't understand, they call backward or savage. You ready? Let's trade then. Come on back if you find any Banuk goods. Excuse me, Outlander? I'm looking for Banuk artifacts.
Hope she gets back soon. Need those things from the market.
You there, Outlander? Do you have relics to trade?
I'm headed to the Outlands on a machine adventure.
The street seems so full of smiles.
Found any Banuk relics in the wilds, Outlander?
How many do they need? We've lived under the same sun all this time. Imagine that. The city of royalty. The city of light. The city of the sun. Meridian has no equal.
the Oseram can make a few trinkets and toys. So what? They still need a Carjahan to guide them.
I've got a lot on my mind. Sorry. My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders, but you seem friendly enough.
Moments like this, I start wondering how the rest of my family is faring in Sunfall. I'd like to get married, but to be honest, it feels like no one will have me. There. I said it.
Here's to a bond, huh? Really pleasant with you. But he's meant... Here's a...
You look strong enough to man a forge.
I tell you, never have children.
So beautiful, machines, shards. I need a breath. I like Meridian fine, but I prefer the country. Or at least I did, before the machines got around.
This is what peace is like. The price we pay.
used to guard. I don't get involved in politics.
Don't let your guard down.
What do my tired eyes see? A hunter, surely. Come, talk to me a moment.
Drops of blood leading away. More blood. I'm still on the trail.
Just an old thunderjaw that no one's defeated. It's about time. The old dudes once built metal cities. Now they're nothing but scrap.
Still more blood. The thief got cut. Trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
The world can wait. I'm not done sitting.
The thief ran down the stairs behind you. What more do you need to know?
Wish I could capture this moment.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward.
You almost look like a proper Karja woman.
No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Long night last night.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. but all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay, guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
Go to the watermill. My friends will answer all your questions, I promise.
Go for a drink and a bite.
Dude, the card is still voluntarily pressed.
Also, I would argue with the sun itself.
Here's what I don't get about the sun.
Went to the market, slipped on some fruit, and children laughing.
Here's to Allah, huh? When you go take a
Just one moment.
I have nothing for you, I'm afraid.
Fine goods for a fair price. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise. Would you like to buy something today?
I've got all the best goods here. Check out these wares.
Should be out there fighting machines, not pacing around here.
Take a look at these wares.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Come take a look. You'll regret
Come
not
take a look. I'll give you a good price when you're in the thick of it. Check out these wares.
Capture this moment.
I've got all the best goods here. When you're in the thick of it.
Would you like to forget to stock up before you're on the road?
Up before you're on the road. Only the finest
I've got all
goods.
the best goods here.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Come take a look. I'll give
You'll
you a
like
good
what I have for
price.
sale, I promise.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on
Won't
the
find
road.
better wares. Won't cost
I
you a
met a
shard just to
Nora
look.
when I was
Don't forget to stock up
All I
before you're on the
remember now
road.
is how heavy
Don't forget to stock up.
Here, good prices, fair prices.
Yes, the machine.
I've got all the best goods here.
Gotta keep the charcoal burning.
fine goods for a fair price.
Won't find better wares. Won't find better wares. Won't cost you a shard just to look. Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Only the finest goods.
Come take a look.
Would you like to buy something today?
Hunters, delvers, bring us your metal.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Perfect weather for a walk.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Never broken thread.
Check out these wares. Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
These aren't goods, they're necessities. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in taxes.
I know what she's not interested in. As I was saying, no better offer for snap-maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap-maw lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long-leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap-maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long-leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt people, the Nora.
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long-leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long-leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your metal.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
We were agreed. I do the calling, you do the counting.
I wouldn't say agreed.
I don't complain about your counting, other than it takes too long.
I wouldn't have to check it twice if you'd stop droning in my ear.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Salutations. Kept the wheel turning all day, and by the forge, I believe I've earned a drink or two. Fire and spit. Bet they didn't make two of you.
I miss the smells of smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've done a good day's work.
Don't just cast about talking to strangers, woman. Let me tell you, a woman like you wouldn't care for the claim.
I've been thinking about the claim. Not in the place, really.
I'd shake your hand, but mine's been at the forge.
So damn hot.
Cost you a shard just to look.
the sun, I'll be beat by the time this is done.
Wish the Oseram would invent a gadget to do this.
Save these for the trail. Saving these for the trail. Good for an old remedy. Fresh as it comes. Keep that for later.
Don't let your guard down.
I've always wondered, are all your kind hunters and fighters, or just a few?
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
These damn Huss are stirring up tensions. I'm keeping my eyes open.
Any word about my partner? Haven't been stealing. I promise.
Stocking up. Easy, easy.